Like, yes, his opens are not sustainable for calling. Like, his calling range can't sustain these huge opens, but he uh, he's not gonna fold, not to my stack at least. When he makes it 3.5x, he's basically saying, "I'm gonna call Vikram," and I don't know about the second villain, but his range is, it's not like a range, but more like what he's up to there is like basically calling me. He's gonna open and he's gonna call me. So I would need king, queen, king, jack maybe. I'd rather have an ace blocker there. Even though, you know, king, queen is sometimes like a better hand in certain attributes than ace 7. Oh, for sure it is. Jack 10 suited is the best though. Oh yeah? Ooh. Couple of men there. Sorry, I just like this song a lot.
When you see them again, tell them from me. Someone's gonna go click clack. Come to my house with talk, better make sure you got straps outside, straps outside, straps outside, straps outside, straps outside. Come to my, you need more than a garden fork, better make sure you got straps outside, straps outside, straps outside, straps outside.
She just fold.
Come to my house with talking chat, you'll pay the price, including that. Come to my house with talking steam, you'll pay the price. Can I get the best advice? I mean, too busy adding up numbers.
Alright, okay, we can't fold here.
Talking nice. Can I remind you?
Good luck, guys. Jam. Son.
I don't care who your brethren's popped. I see man, dive on the floor. When the window drops, press, I heard your heart. Skip 2 beats, but it ain't stopped. CD cops. Come to my house with talk. Better make sure you got straps outside. Straps outside. Straps outside. Straps outside.
Yep. So any limps, I don't think we should be jamming, because again he's not gonna fold, and there are many flops that we're gonna just straight up fold on. So again, a lot of people jam there. It's part of the right answer, for sure. But when he gives you the chance to see your equity, maybe it's actually a jam, but I just don't think we have any fold equity, and we have the worst pair. So if he has any pair, he's ahead of us, or we're flipping. Now, which in our condition, in our situation, is fine. But the way these people are playing, I mean, I fancy another ladder. You know, so that might not have been the right play. So again, this is deviating from, like, you know, like ICM wise, even like that might not have been the right answer, because I am the shortest. I have the least to lose in terms of actual EV, like dollar EV, because I don't have any. But the table is leaking enough. You know, I have no idea about this hand at all. Where's my actual? It's 54,000. Yeah, I need King 7, man. King 7 also would be good. But like, he's jammed. These two, one of these two pick up a hand. That's great. Like, it's at least a flip. Although, you know, we can say that we would have won, but no, we wouldn't have won. What am I saying? All right, this is it. All right, GG guys. Ace blocker is great. The kicker is nice. Call me with 10-9 suited, man. That's how you earn their respect, by folding. So there was like a 50-50. There's a flip for another ladder there for me. I am not like that much of an expert on ICM. With like my stack there, the 10s, say like if it was the final table of the PKO Sunday special, like I had a similar situation when I was told to fold the 10s. Someone had jammed before me, and there were a couple of stacks smaller than mine. You can fold hands. That's all I'm saying. Like this one. Like, this guy's actually made the tournament very easy for us. He's not handed us any hard decision to make. Like, we can't defend 3.5x unless you actually have like a really good hand, you know. And the result doesn't matter. Like, if we could have had 2 5s here, it doesn't matter. We could river straight here, doesn't matter. Like, this hand won't go down like this with my stack. But this guy has also leaked a lot of EV. This is just him leaking his EV. Like, he was quite far ahead as far as I remember. This will be a jam. Now Broadway. We're getting lucky. And no one's picking up a hand. This is a fold. Pretty easy fold. This is a fold like a chip EV, man. I think. Like, Queen 6 suited maybe. Limp. Please limp. Ah, fucker. Like, I like defending. This is a jam, of course. We're picking up chips we shouldn't be picking up, but we're still like not out of there, not out of the thick stuff. We shanked one out to the Oscar Bravo of hole number 18, trying to hit the big bad drive. Oh, come on, son. Well, I was debating whether I was gonna jam this. Anyways, King 8, yeah. Like, I don't even. I think I would just fold, actually. King 9 fold. King 8. I don't know. King is good. Having a king there is good. Suited any king. Like 10-6 suited, I jam here probably. But you also have to be consistent. So, like, for example, in the Monday hustle, or whichever one I got the second in recently, this guy was like he's a huge nit, and suddenly he I have no idea what to do here. Huh. I have no idea. Ace 5, I know what to do. Here I know what to do. Unless this guy jams, this guy calls, then we fold. This is good. If he's got like Queen 10, he should call. If he's got 8, 6s, 5s, call. Upgraded version. Alright, like, I would actually want to call here now. Nah, it's fine. Oh, come on. Hold. I'm just gonna fold her. Oh, the heck was our hand? Man. Okay, maybe I might not play more Winamax. I thought we had. First of all, I don't know. The fold still might be correct, and I think it is, but and not because of what's happening. You know, if we jam, there might not get any kind of action happening. I thought I had A6 offsuit. Wow, man, that's insane. Let me see what's happening with the lobby and like. Let's see if these youths are talking about stuff. Who's that? Lord. Thanks, man. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Big up. Alright, so we need to do some things, which was go into the lobby, see what these guys are talking about, or if they're discussing anything. The one thing you can't do is like just like get bombed or stuff like that. Like the main event of Scoop, the 13th I got, I could say I didn't deserve it. I played it out of the park, but all the big decisions, like, you know, big flips, ace king suited, queens, didn't hold. So it's just a jam. Put pressure on this guy, put pressure on this guy. He can call, but now we're getting to a point where like we can affect his stack. I would rather not jam into his stack, but we don't have any other option. We're 2 of 5 now. Now we actually have to be a bit nitty, as weird as it sounds, because now we have the EV that I was talking about that we didn't have, and we don't want to be leaking it, especially when it comes to the chip leader who has a pretty big stack, you know, a disproportionate stack leverage. But I wouldn't, like, even in this situation, I could just finish 5th here. Does, like, things happen. What's really important is that we played proper. Like, I could bust this hand, right? You know, well, now I can't, but you know what I mean. And I'm going to just jam here. He could have aces, but it's less likely. That's basically in the nutshell what. Well, not blockers, but like even like something as broad as GTO is set. There's only 4 of those cards, you having 1 or 2. Oh, come on. Still think it's fine. Still we got 9.5 big blinds. But we're 5-5 now. I mean, we're gonna get caught at some point. Could we raise fold there? No. Not from the button. And we had 37% equity, so it's not even a bad beat. This is a jam. Woo! This guy's got a hand. Another 10 ball. King ball will do. See, again, like, we had, what, 33%. That's a pretty decent amount of equity to have. So kings will have 33, 30, a suited one will have at least. Here we have to call it, I think. And again, like, he had a really good equity, but we got him on the river. Like, anyway, it doesn't really matter. Like, no celebration, no need for celebration. This is close. No, it's a fold. Ace blocker. No, they're defending their. They're defending their. Wow. So, yeah, we made that one mistake and it's been pretty clean. We ran well. Well, wow, he's in like a mood to call. So like now he's leaking chips into, or like basically his EV. Like, I mean, like he would say what, 60 big blind or something. It's too good of a hand. Again, this is a final table, so I'm gonna bet. Otherwise, there's no need to. On this 7-4-7, like queen 10 is pretty good. Let me check. It's pretty bad river, but when he checks, we're gonna bet. What the fuck is he calling with me? That's not up there. What? 7? Come on, son. What do you think of me? This guy's a chip leader. I mean, we shouldn't really. Nah, I'm gonna fold. We shouldn't really be like limping into his blind. That was pretty poorly played 9-7 by him. And the reason we don't ISO queen 10 there is it's usually ahead of his limping range. I would have ISO'd a shittier hand, and he's out of position. Yeah, so there's a lot of pressure then he has to deal with. Wow. Don't fucking full top pair? Man. I just wish I could, like, you know, I don't know if this was like a power of any of like the heroes in the Marvel comics. Just get into one of these guys' heads when they have a spot. Play it for them. No, that would just be basically should we? Why not? This is, you shouldn't do this, by the way. You should either jam or fold. The reason I did was just because it's one big line, whatever. We have 30 big lines. Now we have an open-ended trade draw, but we're not gonna be betting because we cannot come. I cannot come up with a sizing three-handed with these stack depths that gives these people the right, or just to continue with like a worse hand than I have. Maybe like three-handed I do. Okay. Do we do this? What are their bluffs? Like, well, they don't have like any strong hands. I'm just gonna bet. I mean, say getting a 3 to fold. It's very unlikely they have a 10. Yeah, I think that's fine. Like we have like really decent equity that's gonna get nipped by king high, ace high, deuce ball, deuces, sorry, something, anything like that. Sorry, whatever was the smallest pair there. But we do have to bet there. So this is just gonna be an open, unless this guy opens. Tough. Still on the 3.5 big line. Just jam, man. Like, this is like so much worse than like raise calling. Alright, we're three-handed. Decent final table attackers. I think it's fine. We still have to be careful. Okay, but they're seeing numbers. I'm just gonna make it pretty big. If you jam, fold. Are we gonna see numbers?
What now, man?
Well, I'll show you what the numbers are. Well, what's the payouts right now? 28. Yeah, 39. 28. 39. Yeah, no. I ain't gonna take. Alright, man, whatever. I think he's gonna just make a huge epic comeback. He has equity, and he got there. Obviously gonna call here. Not anymore. What? Before you get any stand-up straight ideas, do your revision. Nah, I don't want to bring an MC to an incision. Give me a reason, they were like, no supervision on my watch. Call it neglect. Had a couple packs in sport, but I never dealt direct. Right. I mean, this is a jam because he's just gonna call it anyway. Yeah, that's correct. Better than me, I will inspect. Big up, Prison Mike. Yeah. Double up. I had 5 big lines at one point. What now, man? But we're not done yet, so. Alright. Win. That's the only ammo. Always remember. That was a well navigated file table. Yes, we got lucky once with the 33%, but